Hey guys, I'm back. Today we're going to be doing the Baltics. Then next will be Finland, Sweden, Norway, and Iceland. You might notice that my mic quality is improved. Hopefully it is. That's because I got this little clip-on microphone to my shirt. My dad did, so hopefully the mic quality improves so that we can have some better videos. I don't know if I showed this in the corrections video, but here with Poland, if you can find this, but just go straight down for a bit. Go with the Han Peninsula right by 2 and then down right by 3 there, just so you know. And then we're going to start with Kaliningrad. We're going to need black, red, yellow, green, blue, light blue, and white. Of whatever you're using. So I'm using concrete. So let's do this. Here, we're going to go right by 1, up by 3, up right by 1, and right by 4. Up right by 1, right by 2, down by 1, right by 1, down right by 1, right by 3, and up by 2, up right by 1, up by 2, right by 4, up left by 1, left by 2, up left by 1, up by 2, up left by 1, up by 1, left by 1, down by 1, down right by 1, down by 1, up left by 1, down by 3, up left by 1, down by 2, left by 2, down right by 1, left by 1, down by 1, left by 1. Here we're going to go down right by 1, right by 1, down right by 1, and right by 8. Down right by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 1, down by 2, down left by 1, and down by 2. That should meet up. It's actually my second take, so it might actually be like that, but I don't think it'll be like that. So then you're just going to fill this in with blue concrete, or whatever you're using, again, and it should look like that. Alright, so next up is going to be Lithuania. So we're going to go from here, up in northern Kaliningrad. We're going to go up by 4, up left by 1, up by 2, right by 1, down by 1, up right by 1, up by 1, right by 1, up by 1, right by 2, up by 1, right by 4, up by 1, and right by 19. 19. And we're going to go down by 1 and left, then go so left and right by 6. And then here we're going to go down left by 1 and right by 7. Up left by 1, right by 2, up by 1, right by 3, down by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 2, down left by 1 and right by 5, down left by 1 and right by 4, down by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 2, down by 1, right by 2, down left by 1, right by 3, down left by 1 and right by 1. That's the outline. So over here in Kaliningrad, you should be able to find this piece, kind of. And then, so this bottom part of it is going to be red. And then the top line is going to be green. And then, if you actually go over here to Belarus, you should be able to find this 3-piece. The top one, or no, the middle one is green. And then there is a yellow line above that. And then you just fill those in. It should look like this. Next up we have Latvia, which we're going to head over to this part of Lithuania. We're going to go up left by 1, up by 5, and then go up right by 1, go down by 3 and up by 4 on the same block. Up right by 3, up by 3, up right by 1, up by 1, up right by 2, right by 1, up right by 1, right by 2, up right by 1, right by 2, up right by 1, right by 1, down right by 3, right by 1, down right by 8, right by 1, down right by 1, right by 1, up by 1, right by 2, up right by 4, and up by 4, left by 1, up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we can just do that. But so from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks up, we're gonna go right by 2, up left by 1, right by 3, up left by 1, right by 3, up left by 1, and right by 7, down left by 1, right by 4, down left by 1, right by 3, down left by 1, right by 3, down left by 1, right by 2, down right by 2, right by 1, down by 1, right by 6, up by 1, left and right by 2, down by 1, right by 4, right by 3, up left by 1, down by 2, right by 2, down left by 1, right by 3, down left by 1, right by 2, down by 5, left by 1, down by 2, right by 2, down by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 1, down by 2, up right by 1, right by 2, right by 1, and down by 3. There it is Latvia plus a little bit of Estonia. And for the flag, you can head over here to the bottom of this, and that'll be white all the way through, and it should line up with the bottom of that, and then we have red on top all the way through, just like that. Then we're gonna come down here. We have this 2x2 at the end. The top of it is gonna have red. And then on top is going to be white. So we fill it in, and it should look like this. And so we're on to our final one, which is Estonia. So here, actually, let me just put my stuff back. You're only gonna need your black, light blue, and white for Estonia. So here we're gonna go up by 1, up by 1, left by 1, down left by 1, left by 4, up left by 3, left by 1, up left by 1, up by 3, left by 1, and up by 7, right by 1, up right by 1, right by 4, up left by 1, right by 2, oh, and then up right by 1 and right by 5. No, my game glitched. Right by 5, lagged. Up right by 1 and right by 6. Up right by 1, up by 1, right by 1, down right by 1 and right by 8. 9, right by 9. Down right by 1, right by 3. Down right by 1 and right by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Up by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 1, down by 1, left by 1, down by 1, left by 1, down by 1, left by 1, down by 2, left by 1, down by 1, down left by 1, left by 1, and down by 2, down left by 1, down by 1, right by 1, down by 2, right by 1, and down by 5, 6, down by 6, right by 1, down by 1, 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 left by 2, down by 1, left by 1, and down by 1. So it should connect diagonally with Latvia. And then over here, we can go down left by 1, down by 1, left by 2, down left by 1, right by 2, down by 1, down left by 1, left by 1, down left by 2, left by 4, down by 1, left by 1, down left by 2, down by 1, down left by 1, left by 1, up by 2, up right by 1, up left by 2, up by 2, up left by 1, right by 3, up right by 2, and right by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up right by 1 and right by 2. There's a lawnmower, so you might hear that. Sorry, can't do anything about it. So here, we're gonna have these bottom two and these bottom three, so it's gonna form like a pyramid or triangle. And then the rest is gonna be filled in with black except for that one block. Just like that. Here, you can skip a block up left and then go up left by one. Well, you can go up left by one, up by two, up left by one, left by one, up left by one, left by one, down left by one, left by one, down left by one, left by three, down right by one, right by three, down left by one, or down right by one, left right by three, and up right by one. So top two, light blue, bottom two, black. Just like that. And then here, you can skip a block left, sorry. So, fourth block down from here, so top is 1, 2, 3, 4, skip a block, left by 2 and down by 1. Those are the Estonian, I think, islands. We're almost done here. So here, we should be able to find this. You can put black line on the top, and then a white line on the bottom. And then here, 2 blocks up, we'll have a black line. It should line up with that island. And the light blue should line up with the top of this and the island, obviously. And so, when you fill it in, Estonia should just look just like that. So, those are the Baltics and Kaliningrad and the Hans Peninsula for you. So, I will update the map eventually. I haven't done it since, like, I don't know, the Balkans. So, I'll do that eventually, but for now, we'll just get what it actually looks like. Which is just, well, bump the mic, which is just about the entirety of mainland Europe, plus the British Isles, and the Greek islands, and of course, Sardinia, and that goes out. Anyway, it's a couple islands. So, next, Finland, then Sweden, then Norway, and then Iceland. And then we'll probably do Turkey. And Russia, I probably won't do for a bit, because the tutorials that I'm watching won't do it for a bit, probably. Like right now, they're working on part 52, Papua New Guinea. They just did Indonesia. So, they haven't done China yet. Like, they've literally done all the Asian countries, except for China, Mongolia, and Russia, and Japan, and the Koreas. So, yeah, but that's Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and Kaliningrad, and the Hans Peninsula.